I think a big battle happening right now is between, we've heard this conversation online between like YouTube and Hollywood. And there's a lot of people who are in YouTube who may look kind of down on Hollywood, or like, like we're the new kids on the block.
Mhm.
Hollywood, it's the same deal, but from the other end, it's like we're the big dogs. YouTubers, like we just kind of like look down on you. But to me, the best part, the best aspects of a lot of the best YouTube videos and even films recently has been, we're able to
Mhm.
take from each other. We're able to learn from each other. We're able to grow and become better because we're learning from the new stuff, but also things that have worked before.
It took Hollywood longer than anybody would want to kind of recognize. Like, I'll give a very specific granular example. They very much realized Gen Z horror, whether it's like Obsession or Backrooms, wasn't the same kind of genre. That it was more just feeding off of anxiety. And once they figure that out, now it's like, oh, well, we everybody needs their 22-year-old director who can knock this stuff out of the park. Again, it becomes a copycat league. The other thing I was thinking about when you were talking is, I think, and I'm not saying this is incorrect, doesn't feel correct right now, but I think there will be someone who writes this piece or pitches this idea where they're like, well, listen, like Smosh and Mythical and Dropout and all these places just need to become one channel. They won't want to do it, but somebody's gonna pitch that idea. And my counter to that is like, yeah, no, yes, consolidation tends to occur in some ways, in some forms, but I just feel like we've gotten to the point now where those, like, creators who became big studios are essentially just a tile on your
Yeah.
TV. And it's no different than Paramount Plus or Amazon Prime. And if that's what you're locked into, then you're locked into that, and you're on board with the brand.
It makes sense, I guess, kind of on the surface, or like with what we've seen with some of the other bundling deals. I think, like, sure, what makes some of this different is like this content on YouTube is like free, where,
Mm-hmm.
it's free, and also it has that personalization. It has a person behind it. Even the studio, like, right, Smosh becoming like a whole like massive studio, they still have Ian and Anthony there who
Mm-hmm.
like fill core, or
Yeah.
Mythical. They have Rhett and Link there at
Yeah.
the core, that it feels so individualized, versus, you look at a Netflix, or like even specific channels like a Disney Channel or something like that. There's no like face behind it. There's no face behind the company. And like, sure, you got the CEO, but like they're can you really picture who the Netflix CEO is necessarily? Probably not. Like, maybe
No,
somebody
I
even
wouldn't
more
recognize
massive.
Ted if I saw him on the
Yeah.
street. But yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, right. It's and I think even that, like, it doesn't feel like his, versus
Right.
some of these other channels, which is why I think it probably makes them not want to bundle things. But I think what's been
Correct.
interesting over the years is, like, you have like some services like a Pluto that are able to pull in like different YouTube channels as like streamers there. You have like the fast channels on like a Tubi, where they
Mm-hmm.
have like, an individual channel showing. My mom was telling me that she's like, oh, I saw Mark Rober the other day, like on the TV. I think it was Samsung or something like
Yeah.
that, and it was funny. Or like, you go another way and you have like YouTube, which they tried, basically doing like originals with, and pulling in each of these different creators to try to do something there as like a bundled deal, which uh I still don't think we've seen that ultimate iteration of anything that this could be. I don't know if it will happen or not, but I
Mm-hmm.
think it is an interesting conversation piece.